Survive. Diot, you get. This is a 2 reaction shots during Overwatch instead of only 1. Save your medkits, restore 4 more health per use. Medikits. I got enough people firing at once that I don't think I need to do too many extra shots. And I got a captain that I'm never going to use.
We will be in touch, Commander.
Yep, you see, now Africa's starting to get fucked up again. China, Japan, India, Australia. Oh, Russia's counting as part of Europe in this. And I think it does count as part of Europe as normal. Here, watch me know nothing about geography. I know, I'm just reiterating it to prove you're right again, okay? You're always right, I should never doubt you. I know. Let's see, we got what? 5 days in covert operation. We got about 30 minutes left, but let's see if we can get some stuff set up and going. Shaped armor project is complete. See if we actually have any new projects to assign. We do not. If there's anything I need to build by. We can build firestorms. I did. Yeah, I have 2 of them being built. Only problem is I don't have room for them. This is the problem. To clear room in the hangar for more firestorms, what I normally do is send the Ravens to different countries. It doesn't really change much because there's usually only one Raven interceptor going out at one time. But what it does do is free up hangar space for me to construct more firestorms, and then I can distribute them around and so far and so on and so forth. But the only way I could do any more firestorms right now is to send my Ravens away right now. And since the firestorm is not ready, that would be a very bad mistake. Because if something shows up under where I am in Africa, then I'm not getting anywhere with it. Or maybe I'm in Europe, I forget where. The point is, like, if something shows up on that continent and I have no interceptors at the time, UFO is going to get away. So it's best to wait. And the Nexus is ready. It is one. It is one. Which means it's time to launch some satellites. I have 7 available, 11 out of 17, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I can cover the entire world in friggin' satellites.
Satellite launched. Satellite launched.
All in, monthly XCOM funding increased by 30%. Doesn't really mean much, but, you know, since I'm cheating, but under normal circumstances, it would definitely help.
Satellite launched.
And I'll be gaining extra engineers per month.
Satellite launched.
Things are heating up out there. We're tracking multiple unidentified targets.
All projects in the Foundry and the Officer Training School cost 50% less. Well, sadly, I went through everything there already, but there's still going to be some Foundry projects to work on. I don't think I get reimbursed for what's already in the pipeline. Now, this is kind of odd. 16 out of 17 in orbit.
All I can think about is my bunk.
Now, let's see where we are. I'm still out for 5 days. Okay. Now, the great thing about this, there is still a council report coming. It's just gone completely off of the list here because we filled up so much other stuff. But all those satellites are going to be operational at the start of the month, which is part of how the council evaluates things. Yes, how it evaluations. And we still got a captive down there. I think at some point we captured an extra muton and we just don't know what to do with it. Fusion Lance. Now notice it says by the Firestorm. I don't know if you can actually use it on some of the other aircraft, but it's definitely worth making. Interrogate the sectoid commander. And as a result, we get the psionic labs available for construction and a research credit towards psionics. This facility will allow us to discover and develop the latent psionic abilities of our soldiers. If they have any such capabilities, using them in the field will increase their strength. And let's go ahead and get the autopsy out of the way.
This is an extremely dangerous species, Commander. Although not physically intimidating, the psionic power that this creature wields is perhaps the greatest threat we've encountered so far.
Yeah, no shit. Mimic beacon available for manufacture, neural feedback available in Gene Lab. This basically, you throw it, it radiates out signals that attract aliens to that area. Yeah, I remember reading about that, Gilgamesh. So, yeah, I'm cheating every other way, but loose, why not there? Neural feedback causes damage to psi attackers and puts all their psi attacks on cooldown, does not reduce the attack's chance of success. Now, there is another thing that I really want to get, just called a psi helmet or mind helmet, I forget what it's called, but the basic idea is it keeps the psychic takeovers from happening. So yeah, as soon as I remember exactly how to get that, we're going to be doing that. Okay. So yeah, the plasma cannons are on the way here, and the hyperwave communication will only take a couple of days. But I'm going to go ahead and get this started because I want the mechs superpowered. I do things in strange order, I admit that, but I do what makes sense to me at the time. And I don't mind, having a whole lot of stuff done before main plot lines go. Okay. Oh, no, I didn't want Foundry. Facilities. Okay. So the Psyonics lab is going to be one of two things that are going to benefit from the or not benefit from it. They're going to be one of the two things that I'm going to need space for the end game. I don't think there's anything additional as far as the cybernetics lab, the workshops, or the foundry goes. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to go ahead and use this space right here and put in another lab. So yeah, we're going to get another laboratory adjournment bonus, and things will go that much quicker. And we are going to go ahead and build the psionic labs right there. Okay, so they are going. No need for any more satellite uplinks. Those are all covered. It's entirely possible that I might need another generator, but I doubt it. Let me just see something real quick. I don't think I will. But I am going to go ahead and build another workshop to speed things up. Alright, we'll go ahead and put that right there. Okay, so we got stuff underway. And worst case scenario, I'm saving that spot for something I'll need towards endgame. And worst case scenario, if I do end up needing another power generator, I'm not that concerned about the bonus. It is also feasible that I could build the power generator right there and get the bonus, and then just build the thing over here. It doesn't necessarily need to be right next to the psionic labs, because it's related to it, but I like having things nice and orderly. Yeah, first time I played this game, I ended up doing things all slapdash, and it was just a mess. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and manufacture some mimic beacons. These can be pretty interesting, especially when you're trying to lure enemies out before you advance on them. I need another fusion core to build more of those, but I normally don't have more than 2 heavies out anyway, so who cares? Okay. Let's get some fusion lances built. Oops. Do. Yes, I'm cheating, so the fuck what of it? There, now I will have enough fusion lances to equip them onto every one of the firestorms that I will eventually have. I did buy some of these. Oh, that's right, they're still being built. Okay, that's good for right now. Normally, I'll have 10 of the lances, but normally what I end up doing, when resources are more concerned, I'll have there will be 2 firestorms for each continent, and one of them will be equipped with the fusion lance if it's like a big UFO, and the other one will be equipped with an EMP cannon if it's a smaller UFO. It basically depends on how much luck I think I'll have shooting it down and how desperate I am for materials. But since I'm not that desperate for materials, because I can manufacture them or just conjure them into existence, more to the point, anytime I want, you know, there's not going to be much need for the EMP cannon. But I'll probably end up building it regardless. Oh, ain't that just the cutest little flying death machine you ever did see? Oh, shite. Oh, dear God. I could have gone a long time without having to deal with this, but you end up with a terror mission once a month. It was due. Okay, well, this is what we're going to have to deal with, so I'm going to prep for it now, and we'll come back to it next time. Send the doctor in. Yeah, maybe she could talk him down. I understand what you are going through. I have felt the same pain you do, especially when I bend over. We can provide you with Vaseline. Now I just want to see something. I am still out. Okay, so here's the deal. The one good thing about a Terra mission is I don't have to waste time capturing shit. The bad thing about a Terra mission is I have to be very careful about shooting stuff and using explosives and such because there are civs everywhere. Okay, so honestly, if they get surrounded, if they like when there were 3 on Bumblebee during the alien ship raid, if he has the electric attack, that's actually good. It's not going to stun him to take back, but you know, it'll still get rid of him, and that'll be the most important thing. So let's see. Okay, this is not a place for assault troopers. The assault troopers are going to want to get in close to be the most effective, and you do not want that when you're dealing with chrysalids and zombies. What you do want, well, what you do want is something she doesn't have, because I have to take it off of Kitten. And that would be the chitin plating. Yeah. The thing is, you definitely want the chitin plating, because it protects you against melee attacks, which is pretty much all the chrysalids do. At least I'm pretty sure I'm right on that. Gilgamesh, does that sound right to you? I think I'm correct on that. Confers 4 extra health, reduces damage from melee attacks. So yeah. Yeah, I don't remember the chrysalids doing anything other than closing in on you and going all stabbity-stabbity. I want the other mech trooper in, because the fewer squishy humans are around the chrysalids, the better off. And he's got the punchy, the healy, and the pulse, so less chance of injuring civs. Less chance, at least. The support troopers. I'm questioning that heavy on the ground, because I am pretty sure that the mech troopers can rescue civilians. Gilgamesh, are you still on? Nolden, for that matter, are you still on? Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure the mech troopers can rescue civilians in this. Is that correct? During a terror mission. Because I'm pretty sure it's just a matter of getting next to them and then they book it out on their own. Okay. Okay. Tell you what. Give me one moment. I'm going to look it up real quick. Because I want to be sure. Okay, I love this. I looked up terror mission. The first thing that came up was terror site. Terror site. The second thing that came up was Dr. Valen. Yeah, it is not... If an XCOM soldier or machine moves within the rescue radius of the civilian, so it looks like the mech troopers can actually do that, and an implication of that would probably be that the civs could too. Or shivs, rather, I should say. That's interesting. It did also recommend like assault troopers basically for faster movement to get to the civs. And you know what? I think that might be a good idea. Oops. I need to clear that out. So, let's see. Assault unit. Well, guess what, kitten? Aren't you lucky? You're back in. I got to do support troopers. I am going to equip you instead of the med kit with the mimic beacon. And you got two of them, so we can see if that does some good stuff. Oh, now you want a name change too? I'm going to get that goddamn skeleton suit to work. Okay. I think this is going to be your team for it. So let's go ahead and launch it.
Strike one. Prepare for landing.
Well, we didn't have to go very far, did we?
Our target site is near the German border.
Ooh, bloody moon.
The aliens are continuing their incursions into highly populated areas. We can't allow further civilian casualties to spread panic in the region.
Alien terror attack in Berlin, Germany! Oh, I should have thought about switching back over to you, Rick. I'm sorry.
Affirmative, Big Sky. Squad is cleared to engage hostile targets.
But I still
Watch
need
your
to
fire
power up
out there.
XH,
We
so,
have civilians
you know.
on the ground. Repeat, civilians are in the AO.
Yeah. If you don't remember the terror mission from before, yeah. Civvies all over the place, and it's just a fucking mess. But that's going to be a mess for another time. I just want to see something real quick. Big Apple, 3 a.m. Yes, indeed. This episode's mental cruelty was made possible by Mike Panza, Rick in Baltimore, Diote, the post-production work of Matthew Carr Anderson, and all my brow-beating lycanthro fans. Thank you very much for your continued support. Until we game again.